marriage should be at the most a 5-year license.
My best friend told me I put on weight the other day. Ouch, but I needed to hear it.
I know I'm big. You don't need to tell me I'm big. I know when I've put weight on. I've been called sumo. I've been called dwarf. There's so many names.
No siblings have the same parent. They always say I get away with everything.
When you just think, oh my gosh, I don't actually like you right now.
I always tell my kids, you're not gonna finish me, I'll finish you.
Have a 20-year-old body or a 40-year-old confidence?
Hi everyone, it's the After 40 gang, and we're here to dispel all the anxiety, the fears, the worries about being 40 and over, even for those of you turning 40, and even those of you who are well past 40. We also want to hear from you guys, so remember, please send us your comments, let us know if you want to be part of the podcast. You know, we all want to learn, right? So we shall press on, and I shall pass on to our lovely advice seeker, Miss Kai Kai.
So this segment is about celebrating the woman you are since 40. So this segment is going to be quite broad, light, funny, covering different topics. But we're introducing our other two ladies.
I'm Riri.
I'm Trina.
Perfect. Right. So we're going to get started.
And our host, and our Duchess.
And our Duchess.
Duchess.
We're going to get started with what's always in your handbag, ladies?
Lipstick.
Lipstick. I don't carry a handbag.
You don't carry a handbag. Is there a reason for not carrying a handbag?
Because a few years ago, the physios told me that I'm lopsided, and they said it's because your handbag's always on the same side. So it's either you swap shoulders or you carry it across. And I found that if I started doing that, I started putting more and more into the handbag. The handbag was never big enough. Then you'll change handbags. Then you're swapping handbags and forgetting one thing in one handbag over another handbag. So in the end,
You give up
I just gave up, and
on the handbag.
I either have a pocket or my jeans or my jacket. In fact, my neighbor, she's 67, and I was talking to her about this yesterday, and she showed me her interesting gilet. So she's purchased one of these gilets. She looks a little bit gangster, but she's got one of these gilets because she doesn't carry a handbag either. But basically, it's got enough pockets for her to carry everything that she needs.
Love it.
So after 45, we've got to stop carrying a handbag.
I've been purchasing gilets.
Okay. Really looking forward to that.
We are learning something new. We have to look for. We have
I don't know
to.
if it's going to go with I don't know if I'm feeling that one.
So a quick would you rather. Feel free to answer anyone. Always have perfect hair or have the full 8 hours of sleep?
I don't sleep out 8 hours anyway. And being perfect.
Quick.
Social concept, so I don't think I care for either.
Okay. Quick.
I'll prefer to have some more sleep, but then I have to look good as well. So I'm in between.
In between.
Yeah.
8 hours of sleep any day.
And I'm the same. I'm exactly the same. Give up chocolate or give up alcohol?
Give up chocolate.
Really?
Give up chocolates. Yeah.
I don't really drink, so I guess chocolate then.
Yeah.
Right, last one before we get into the proper questions. Have a 20-year-old body or a 40-year-old confidence?
40-year-old confidence. Love my body.
Love that, queen.
Have a 40-year-old confidence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely 40-year-old confidence for me.
Okay. I'm quite shocked about that, actually, because I want my younger body back. These aches and pains ain't it. But anyway, right. So the first question is, what's one thing that you're proud of about the woman you've become since being 40 plus?
Well, I can go first. So for me, I think we've talked about having very good boundaries before. I think since I've become 40, I've definitely become a lot better at having boundaries. And it's not just about boundaries with people. It's boundaries for myself. It's boundaries to do with work. It's boundaries to do with literally everything in my life. I literally have to wake up every morning because there's something about your energy that you have after the age of 40. It's just not there anymore to tolerate the noise, to tolerate what's not important. So generally, every activity or every place I'm going to, I just do a quick checklist in my mind of, I'm not going to get there and do A, this is not going to happen for B, this is not going to happen for C. Just very quickly, just remind myself a few things that are going to be my boundaries, about, especially when I'm going to meet people I particularly don't want to socialize with, or I'm in a setting where maybe there's music I don't like the music or something. So I just set some boundaries for myself each time.
Cool. Anything about from you, Riri?
Yeah, I think after turning 40, I think I've learned more to have more self-care.
Okay.
And self-care, like, to me, means if I need to go for a spa, if I need to rest, if I don't have to go somewhere because of peer influence. So I do things at my pace. If I have the energy, I will do it. But if I have to stay in my bed the whole day, I think I'll just do that. So after becoming 40, I think I choose what to do, and I don't choose like peer pressure over, oh, she's not going to be happy. If I have to just go to maybe a friend invite me for a party, I'll say, you know what, I'm going to come, but I'll come later just to make them happy because I'm going to show my face. But I have to fast rest. Rest is very important to me, and I don't put myself under pressure. If I can do it, I'll do it. If I can't, I can't do it. So I just give up things like in terms of things that take away my energy, my positivity so easily than before. Before I could put myself on pressure, like, oh my goodness, I have to do this. But now I think it's more of self-care and about me more. And other people, I love other people as well around me, but it has to be me, as in I have to look after myself before I, Yeah.
That's interesting that you both said peer pressure, because that's normally a conversation that you have with teenagers. So it's taking to get to your 40s to be comfortable with that. That's quite interesting.
Yeah.
I think on that level, I guess it's about, I don't know if it's like okay, you've got like the teenage thing that you were saying, but also you've got kind of the cultural side of things, where there's an expectation for you to turn up for events, turn up things that for people that for all these different things, because it's an expectation.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but why?
Exactly.
And then you leave feeling drained.
Yeah,
I didn't want to do that.
Because these people don't turn up for me.
No.
You're not in my everyday life.
No.
You don't. You're not contributing to my life.
Absolutely.
But you're taking from my life.
Definitely.
And I think definitely being 40 and beyond 40, it's about being more intentional.
Definitely.
Intentional about where you go, who you're around, what you do. Like, it's definitely about self-care and being
Absolutely.
intentional. And I think it's always I think it's still a work in progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's something that I'm very intentional on working on every single day, because I think I'm the most important person in my life, and it's okay to say that.
Yeah.
And I think it's okay to pour into yourself.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
And what's one thing that you always want your future self to remember?
I'll go first. So I think one thing that I would love my future self to remember is that if she was a happy girl, she was like, I was a happy person. Like, I want to be that person who was, oh yes, you can complain about certain little things, but as in, just be a happy soul, just let things go, don't hold grudges. And of course it's inevitable sometimes in life, but I think at my age now, I call it my big age, because I don't have time. Like, I don't have that space of negativity. I don't have a space, those days when you just say, oh my god, look at that girl, she's done this or what. No, at this age, I think just let go of things if it doesn't work. So at this age, I think I'm more vocal, not vocal in a bad way. If something is not right, I'll come and say, come on, Trina, do you get, this is happening. Is it okay with you? Like, is that confidence that comes with the age? Like, as in, and yes, we are cool. So we don't have that time for, why is she saying negativity?
Yeah.
So I'm at this age, like, even I tell my siblings that you've done it wrong, like, if I do it wrong, just tell me, speaking up, So I think,
Do you struggle with that, as in when other people are not at that level, trying to have a grown conversation with someone who's not mature enough and wants to still hold grudges, and
because they still have them feelings like, oh my goodness, is this person picking on me? But you're not, but you've done it wrong. As in, I always tell my friends that if I've done it wrong, come on, I'm happy.
Just tell me.
Tell me. Yeah.
My best friend told me I put on weight the other day. Ouch, but I needed to hear it.
Yeah.
But it was a male. None of my female friends told me.
Because they're
Because
scared.
at the end of their I mean, our weight fluctuates all the time as females. So then we already know how it feels to be in the female body.
Yes,
So
yeah.
as a friend, unless it's something that you've come to us about or said, I don't feel quite good about how I'm feeling in this body right now, that's not our place, because as women, we know that struggles. So I don't think a man should be saying anything to you about your weight. I'm sorry.
And I struggle to see, I don't know whether it's just the way my brain's wired, but I struggle to see anything but beauty in women. So for me, it's like, even if you put on weight, I actually don't see it, because in my head I'd be like, oh my God, her cheeks are looking so rosy. Oh my God. I don't see it. I would, it's, for me, it would be like, oh my God, her backside is filling out that dress. I love it.
Right.
It's looking juicy. You know what I mean? I don't know, because I myself, I'm a big person, and I always feel like I already know I'm big. Yeah. You don't need to tell me.
But accountability from friends, is it not valid?
Not in that way.
Accountability, or is
It
that
did, because it got me to get a personal trainer and get back in the gym, because I had stopped going to the gym. So
Yeah, it makes you feel-
But if okay, I mean, if that works for you, great. But personally, I feel, especially like I said, because I'm a big person myself, I know I'm big. You don't need to tell me I'm big. I know when I put weight on. My clothes won't fit right. I'll be feeling more breathless or whatever. I already know. I don't need you telling me something that I already know.
I guess it's called individualism, isn't
Yeah.
it? So if that works for you, great.
Yeah.
But me personally, I don't feel that's my
So I'm
place.
just going to put it to you, Rita, because you said you like to hold your friends accountable. Would you like someone to hold you accountable?
Definitely. I always tell my friends, tell me if I've put on weight, like, except especially the weight topic is very, like, it's a sensitive thing among us women.
Yeah.
So, like, if I lose weight, my friends will be like, oh my goodness, Rita, you're losing weight. But if I'm putting on, nobody ever tells me.
Okay.
But if my friends, by the way, if I find a friend, I'm like, oh my goodness, oh, you put on a bit of weight. I know, I'll tell her, oh, you know, I know you're not going to be happy, but it's okay. Just, I'm just telling you because you've put on a bit of weight.
Again, that's to do with your friendship.
Yeah.
How close you are to that
And
person.
if that's a topic
Yeah.
with that friend, then that's okay.
Yeah.
But I think just to come left field and be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you've put on a bit of weight,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
To be honest, I tell most people who are my friends, or if we're going to be friends, both male or female, I do say up front, if you are going to be friends, the one thing you're not allowed to do is tell me about my weight, because I already know enough about it. I know. I see it. Yes. I see it. I said, don't tell me, because otherwise I'll start feeling worried. Like, I'm going to see so person. Oh my God, they'll start talking about my weight.
Because it makes you anxious about
meeting
about that
people.
person.
I just think you need to be able to uplift people. Like, I think that's a very sensitive topic.
Yeah,
It is.
it's a very sensitive topic. Yeah.
It is.
I mean, I agree. Your friendship circle should be able to hold you accountable, but I think weight is a bit of a different situation.
Yeah,
It's a very
and thinking
sensitive
about
So
being over 40. No, thinking about 40 because it's quite important, this weight piece.
Yeah.
I think people need to recognise that as women particularly go through the change
Yeah.
of perimenopause and into menopause, and even men going from andropause going to andropause as well, weight will stick.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to get it off.
Get it off, yeah.
You're already going through a lot of mood changes. You're going through a lot of other changes.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one to say to somebody you've put weight. They know.
Yeah, they do.
Just
know.
leave it.
You know your body.
Leave it.
Right, moving on to the next question.
You hit a nerve.
You hit a nerve
See who brought the topic.
So it leads us on nicely to the next question, actually. Have you become bolder and comfortable more in your style since turning 40? So have you always been comfortable with saying, don't talk to me about my weight? Have you always been this confident, or has that come in the past few years?
Not joking. I have become so confident in my 40s stroke 50s. So much so because unfortunately growing up, because it goes back to my childhood where I felt like I was never allowed to express myself or be myself. Yeah. And like I said, I've always been chubby. Yeah. I've always been big from being about 3 years old. So unfortunately, people would always make fun of me, especially because I'm not tall. if I tell you the amount of nicknames I've got, I've been called Sumo, I've been called Mputu, I've been called Dwarf, there's so many names. But in my 40s and onwards, and I've been lucky to be with partners who don't care about my size, so maybe, but in my 40s, and now I'm even in my 50s, I actually don't give a flying F.
And men love it. Men love it.
Yeah, but I don't need the validation of men. I don't need the validation. So and that's another thing that comes with age. You don't need that validation anymore.
It's about you.
It's just about you, how you're feeling.
Yeah.
And I wear what I want to wear, as long as I don't look ridiculous. Because you think you can tell when you look ridiculous. I will wear it.
Trina, have you become more confident, more bold in your style? Has your style changed since you've got older?
I think the only one change that I'd say that really affected me was once I had my children.
Okay.
So I think for a while it kind of did affect me that I put on so much weight and having to dress for my body type that was different. But once I kind of made peace with that, I was fine.
Yeah.
I was completely fine. Because I think regardless, the biggest thing that you can carry as a woman is self-confidence.
Yeah, self-confidence.
And self-worth.
Yeah.
And if you love yourself, then nobody else can tell you anything as far as I'm concerned.
Definitely.
That leads us on nicely to our next question. Have your views on marriage, relationships, motherhood, and other relationships changed since turning 40?
I can answer that quite, because I had to answer that for someone else the other day. Motherhood, probably no real big change, apart from I really feel people need to take the role a lot more seriously. We can talk about that another time.
Yeah.
Relationships, I believe, have changed significantly from when I was younger, thanks to the exposure of internet and exposure of social media. We have access, all of us have access to so many people. And the statistics these days on infidelity, loyalty, commitment, very, very, very bad statistics. So that shows you there is a shift in human value, what humans value, morals around relationships. So I think it's about adjusting. So I've accepted that we have to adjust the way we feel about relationships and whether they are potentially long-term relationships or not. I feel we need to get rid of the idea of Cinderella and living happily ever after, because did she really?
No.
And then I also think, which is something I used to say years ago, but people always cut me down for it, that marriage should be at the most a 5-year license. Then
I was talking about that with my friend.
you get to 5 years,
This is interesting.
or at 4 years or 4.5 years, you have a kind of meet up, whether it's a neutral party, where you decide, are we going to renew this license or not?
Renew your vows,
And if we
renew your
are, is it going to do what's going to change or what's not going to change? And you both agree again.
Where are you both at?
Yeah, where are you
What
both
happened to
at?
show up for you?
Absolutely.
In what way?
Yeah. Because a lot happens in a 5-year period in any relationship. A lot.
But I think that should be something that we do anyway when you're in kind of relationships. You should check in because you're constantly growing. You're constantly, your needs constantly do change. You're not the same person that you was in your 30s to your 40s to your 50s. And the things that you probably needed when you was in your 20s, you don't need them in your 30s. So I think that should be a constant thing that you should do anyway.
Yeah.
But that is quite a different concept. I've never
It's
heard
being
that one
discussed actually.
before.
I saw something on that on the news the other day.
I've read about
Yeah, they're
it.
starting to
That's
think
why-
about it like
that's
that
why-
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have your views changed on family, marriage, relationships?
I think, since becoming 40, so my views about family, like it's more of about kids. Of course, if you're in a relationship, you're married, husband and wife, more, because like it's now more kids need you more. You need to juggle around life. So of course, sometimes you have that other balance. You're home, you're tired, you can't give that your spouse that more time, especially you have to work. So things have changed. Like when you met, of course you met, sweet, this and that. But as you grow, I think life becomes more challenging. Of course, there's some people who have got those sweet memories and moments. But I believe, like my colleague said, you need to, renew. But in the process, you need to maybe take yourself to a romantic holiday, romantic something. So maybe to remind yourself of you, who you are, if you're in that relationship. So to me, I think it's more of children who are balance. Yeah, so of course you're 40. Because to me, at the moment, it's about me and, I need to look after myself. I always tell my kids, you're not going to finish me, I'll finish you. Don't finish me because you can't. Because sometimes you're exhausted and you're tired. And they're like,
The mental
The mental
it's like your
stress.
kids are going to finish me off, like in terms of tiredness and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, things have changed.
So over to you, and then we've got one more question before we wrap this segment up.
In terms of,
Relationships, marriage, home life, has
I
anything
think-
changed?
I think you kind of romanticize becoming a parent sometimes,
Okay.
and I think you don't really understand the trenches
Okay.
and the things that come with, like, you're raising little humans, but they're individuals,
Yeah.
and the things that come with that.
Yeah.
Nobody kind of tells you about that. You don't really like. It's different.
Yeah.
You
gotta keep
romanticize. Yeah,
changing.
you romanticize what your children are gonna be, who they're gonna become. It's like you're pouring into this or pouring into that, but they've got their own ideas.
Yeah.
And they've got their own things, and then you still have to show up
Yeah.
for them, even in the peak times when you just think, oh my gosh, I don't actually like you right now.
And I think I'd be doing that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And you still have to show
Up for them.
up.
Yeah.
And I think, the one thing that I think now my children are like in their 20s and now they've now got children.
Yeah.
I think we're having certain conversations now and they're like, now I understand you,
Yes,
Mum.
absolutely.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
Now I do. I didn't understand it before.
Yeah.
But that full circle moment
Yeah.
is great. But definitely, I think there's too much romanticism in relationships, in motherhood, and we're not honest with the nitty gritty sometimes.
Yeah.
I was watching something the other day and it said like no siblings have the same parent. So
Yeah, it's becoming more and more.
like I had the 6 years
more
between
now.
me and my brother, so my mum was a different person till she was
Yeah, of
6
course,
years.
definitely. Yeah.
There's 12
Yeah.
years between me and my eldest brother, so
Yeah.
my mum was a totally different person to them. So my mum's been a different person.
Each time.
Each time, yeah, she's had the kids.
And I
Yeah.
was like,
true.
oh, yeah, that's pretty true.
Yeah.
They always say
'Cause
I
every
get away
child-
with everything. I'm the youngest. Ooh, she's tired now.
I know.
Yeah.
She
She's a person till she
I know.
was.
She
6
can't
years
shout
old,
no
so,
more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
my
Yeah.
eldest son says that to the two younger ones. Like, you didn't get my mum didn't treat you the same way that she treated me.
Yeah.
Just like,
Just one more question and then we're going to finish. Would you say you still hold traditional values in regards to marriage and family or no? Quick fire.
I'm only struggling with the question because I'm trying to ask myself, what values are you talking about? Like, what are those traditional values that we're talking about?
Household, marriage, mum, dad, staying together, going to college, university, the traditional.
Oh, okay. If I'm honest with myself, I'll say yes.
You still hold traditional values?
I don't know about the bit about women stay at home though.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Is
that what you mean?
That's a big part of it, yeah.
Oh no, that part I don't hold, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But the rest, what about you, Riri?
Yeah, I still hold those traditional values of, like, of course, mom and dad staying together. Because I always say, I always tell my husband that, you know what, me and you, we have to raise these kids together because that's how I grew up, like traditional.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I want them to know their dad, to be there, because sometimes it makes a little difference, a big difference. So I still hold those values personally. Yeah.
Okay. What about yourself?
I guess the concept is great,
Yeah.
but in reality, unless two people decide to show up and be intentional with each other every single day
It can be
and
more
choose
detrimental.
each other every single day, it's not going to work. So in reality, you would love that and the
In
picket
reality,
fence and everything, but I think you have to be intentional for that to work.
Makes sense. Yeah. And then just to close up, one word you want to describe the next chapter of your life to be? Mine's intentional.
I think I'm still on the adventure wave.
Adventure.
Adventure.
Like that, Duchess.
I think I want to, like, of course, like the Duchess, I want to know more. I'm still like, it's like I'm like life begins at 40. Have had a bit of good time, but I want more.
You want more?
I feel like there is more to see
More.
out there. Like in
Your
terms,
word more then.
So yeah,
I think your word's more.
adventure, more. Intention. What you finish with, Tree?
Happiness.
Happiness.
happiness. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
That's very important.
So I think this segment should be called At Our Big Age.
Yes.
That's it wrapped up.
Okay.
I tried to stay in 10 minutes.
So yeah, but thank you very much, ladies. That's really, really, really what's the word? Insightful, and interested to see how different perspectives change, how we've all changed as well.
Yeah.
Over the last 20 odd years of our lives and where we started with our wonderful complex. And it just brings me to the point really that maybe we should do another one on life audits.
Of course, definitely.
Because if ever there's a time to do a life audit is after the age of 40,
Yeah.
when you're 45, when you're 50, every 5 years.
Yeah.
Guys,
So
remember
there
magic
is-
number, 5 years.
I agree that.
I agree.
I agree. Next time we're going to have some males
Yes.
on the
Yes.
panel.
Yeah.
Tips.